podcast for all you hunters, warlocks, and titans out there. I'm Dark.
And I'm Kaze.
So, Kaze, what are you doing right now in Destiny?
Well, I managed to finish the Crucible crest line, and I mean all of it. So now I can do the bounties to get the Nightfall reward at the end.
On all three of your characters now, right?
Yes, because Bungie did some updates.
Yeah.
I'm glad about that. And I've been doing Iron Banner this whole time. I've gotten a few decent rewards. That's it. Yeah. We'll talk about Iron Banner later, but yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah. I finally got I think I got my Boltcaster quest to work.
Sweet.
So in the last podcast, if anybody didn't listen, my trigger for my Boltcaster quest line was broken. And I think Bungie fixed it without saying anything, because so I had checked on all three of my characters if it had the quest, right?
Yeah.
And I think whenever they did the update, Tuesday, was it?
Yeah.
When I looked at my Titans quests, it had a sword reforged, and it's like the 50 major kills and then the 25 crucible kills. But instead of it being 0 and 0, I had all 50 kills and then like 3 sword kills in the crucible. So it was still tracking what I had done, but I didn't have the quest.
Okay.
So I'm doing that now. Those crucible kills are brutal sometimes, so I think I'm at like 18. I've been doing Iron Banner. I just got to rank 5. The boots are really intriguing with that perk that gives you bonus weapon and movement speed on respawn. I forget what it's called. Second Wind, that's it. I think that's pretty cool. So that'll be good in some
it could probably be good for trials regular as well.
Yeah, actually. Like, you could get to certain places faster. I could see that.
Or kill better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's get into the update. There's actually multiple updates and lots of news that came out this week. So first things up is the King's Fall hard mode is October 23rd.
Woo! I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
Although I'll be at work when it's released, so that's sad. Yeah, they didn't give me enough notice. Like if they had told me last week, I would have requested it off.
That would suck.
Yeah, I'll definitely be watching the stream on my lunch and stuff, though. Whoever's streaming, but
yeah, there'll be a lot of YouTubers and streamers on there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see if there are any additional game mechanics on there. I mean, I'm sure there are. There'll be definitely more major type enemies.
Oh yeah.
There.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm interested in seeing what's going to be added, because Luke Smith did say that they worked on the hard mode first.
And then toned it down.
Yeah, and the weapons that will drop will be between 310 and 320. That's right. That's what he said?
I think so. I've heard of. I saw some clips I saw some snapshots on Twitter, or like screenshots of the Bungie Armory, and there's exotics that drop at 330. Was I wrong? Or was it 320?
I saw them. I don't think that's really confirmed. I think that's just like a database error. To be honest.
Okay. So the maximum light is 320 then? Probably.
If Luke Smith says like, hey, weapons are dropping at 320, potentially, then yeah, let's just take his word for it. Yeah.
I wonder if the primary weapons are gonna have burns.
I did check. I checked in I think it was Destiny DB, and there's a whole bunch of databases. Yeah, there'll be some burns on there.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
Well, there better be.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
How about this? There better be.
So, Trials of Osiris. I was excited for that.
And then we didn't get it.
Yeah.
Because, unfortunately, hunters have a shadow shot glitch. We're not going to tell you how to do it, but it's a glitch where they can have, like, infinite super energy to use their shadow shot, and they delayed Trials because of that glitch. It's a good thing, but it sucks that Trials won't be here until that glitch is fixed.
And I blame all YouTubers that decided to share the glitch with the world, per se. Because if you guys hadn't, then I'm sure we would still have a Trials. And nobody would know about it. And I'm sorry, but I think a lot of you guys just wanted some money and some views. So I'm sorry, but that's what I think, and that's my opinion. I think that you guys kind of poisoned the community for the week in making that glitch known. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh. Well, I mean, once it got on Reddit or like on Twitter, it's already too late. Like even if no YouTuber like actually demonstrated.
I know, but
once
a lot
something
of people
gets on Reddit, once something gets on Reddit, it spreads like wildfire. And we know because of the Black Spindle, like all it takes is 5 to 10 minutes and it's already in the game and people know about it.
Still, a lot of people wouldn't know about it if they hadn't done anything. And it might not. I mean, you could be right, and it still could have been a problem, but I think that contributing to it, especially when they're saying this is to notify Bungie, a lot of you YouTubers have been to Bungie Studios and probably have Deej's number or something, and can text him or message him or direct message him on Twitter. I don't know. That's what I think.
Maybe. But, I mean, if Trials did start, people would have started complaining, and then they probably would have still delayed it anyway. Just be like, hey, if Trials happens, and then everybody knows about the glitch, maybe next week we don't get Trials.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Either way, stuff's got to get fixed, so.
Yeah.
That's the situation we're in with Trials, and it's unfortunate. As far as like the gear you earn, I looked at some of the weapons and I wasn't that impressed. Like
they all have a high fire rate.
Yeah, and they a perk called Last Resort, I think, is on all of them.
Yeah,
for at least the weapons.
Which is nice because of the nature of Trials.
Yeah.
But I think that they won't be very useful considering high damage per bullet is more useful than... That's why hand cannons were so competitive, is because you could pop out, shoot, take cover, pop out, shoot, take cover. But, I mean, the impact on the hand cannon Trials now, it has the same impact as Up the Ante, which is like a 73 headshot.
Yeah, I saw that. And I didn't, as far as I could tell, I didn't see an elemental burn in the database. Now, I don't know if they took that out, or maybe they just hit it.
They probably did, because I think they're aiming the Trials weapons to be more PvP instead of, like, PvE.
That's a little disappointing.
Well, yeah, that's what the raid weapons are kind of supposed to be for PvE, right? And then
true.
I don't know. I am interested to see where it ends up with how the weapons work. I mean, the Scout actually might be good because of it's like the Deadshot Luna from Dead Orbit and the House of Wolves, or the NLX Shadow or something like that. The Crucible weapon that had the super high rate of fire and was pretty much an auto rifle.
Yeah, okay.
My bet is everybody's going to be using that because Or the pulse rifle. The pulse rifle is a lot like, I think, is it the Hawksaw in impact and fire rate?
I believe so. So yeah, that's Trials for you. All right.
So what have you gotten from the Iron Banner as rewards?
I've gotten 2 class items and 2 weapons. One was I bought the sidearm, and then the pulse rifle dropped for me. It's an okay roll. I mean, it actually has better range, but slightly lower
stability.
Yeah, stability.
What perks did you get on it?
It was the perk that it was kills, like help you recharge your grenade energy, and I forgot the other perk, but it's an okay pulse rifle. I have something similar in my vault already, so I'm trying to compare the two. Yeah, it's not a bad weapon. For the sidearm, I'm just not sure yet. Like I haven't encountered a sidearm that has impressed me, but the sidearm from the Iron Banner is good. At least that's what I've experienced using it.
The roll that you get to buy from Lord Saladin is a pretty good roll, I think. Especially, like if you're shooting with a scout at somebody from far distance, and say you're low on ammo, and somebody comes up on you, and you can pull it out and have the hot swap perk. Sidearms have definitely changed since the E3 build, I've noticed. I mean, I didn't play the E3 build, but I saw a lot of gameplay, and they play a lot differently than they used to.
Yeah, I did hear they toned down the sidearms a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do get legendaries drop after rank 2. I believe in the update they adjusted the drop rate, or before that.
No, it's rank 1.
No, it's rank 2.
I thought that it just increased after rank 2 because I had a friend get a bond or a class item at rank 1.
He was probably rank 2, just didn't know it.
You sure?
Yes. It's in. You really don't believe me, do you?
I don't know. Like, he had just, like, it was like his 3rd game in the Iron Banner.
Oh, so you can easily get to rank 2 after that. I don't know. Okay.
If he had a bunch of medallions saved, but he hasn't played since Dark Below.
Oh.
So, I don't know.
Well, that's what the update said. Rank 2, your legendaries start to drop, and it's not really that great percentage-wise of when they drop, but I think they should adjust it a little bit higher. But that's just me. Also,
yeah.
Next Iron Banner, they'll add more gear so that like different things will drop instead of just the 3 items that are sold by Lord Saladin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have only gotten lucky once, and I've only gotten the sidearm from a drop. I bought the boots and the bond and the pulse rifle. The pulse rifle is pretty beastly. It's got stability like a laser, and I enjoy it. I was using it in some Rumble, Mayhem Rumble.
Nice.
And I was taking out golden guns, and it was pretty good.
All right. Do you usually go solo in Iron Banner or like with a team?
I went solo for a few games, and I usually find some friends that were doing it too and kind of put together a team. I've been helping a friend that hasn't played since the Dark Below, and he's like, he first started, he jumped into the Iron Banner at 230.
Ouch. That's gonna hurt.
And he's getting like one shot by snipers, but he was actually holding his own, and like you kind of have a chance, with depending on your skill level. Like he was one of the best Crucible players that I knew back in the day, and so he didn't lose much of his skill, and he'd come out with 8 or 10 kills as way under leveled, which I think was amazing. But yeah, he was supposed to be a guest tonight, but he couldn't make it.
Oh, unfortunate.
We apologize for that. It being just us 2 again. So I've noticed in Destiny since the Taken King that a certain activity is very lackluster in wantable items.
You wouldn't be referring to Nightfalls, would you?
Yes, I am.
So what are Nightfalls? I forgot. Is that in Destiny?
I know. So I've done the Nightfall a few times. I think I did it on all 3 of my characters first week. I did it on 2 of mine the second week. All 3 third week. And then this week I've only done it on 2. This week's brutal. And the best thing I've gotten is a Monte Carlo. And the rest, strange coins.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's gotta suck.
10 strange coins, 12 strange coins. It's not, like, to me, it's not worth it. Or some crappy 280 armor piece when I'm, like, 300, you know? Like, I was so upset. And the Nightfall rewards the Nightfall tiered rewards for the Crucible were crappy as well. First time I finished it, I got a really crappy 280 shotgun that couldn't hold up against all of the shot package shotguns before that was removed. And the rest I've gotten strange coins. And oh, by the way, the weekly bounties for Lord Saladin also count toward Lord Shax's weekly bounty for the Nightfall tiered. For anybody who wants to know that for future Iron Banners. It might be too late, but maybe not.
Alrighty.
So, like, I did 2 of the Iron Banner weeklies and then 3 of the other ones, and I got it. So that was great.
Nice.
And guess what I got? Strange coins. But, so, in the update...
Hold on.
What?
Well, yeah, I was getting to that. In the update, you know, they're taking a look at the Nightfall. At first, you know, when the Taken King dropped, they took out the experience buff, and that's what everybody was playing towards. So they took that out because they didn't want to put pressure on players to do it every single Tuesday. But now that that's gone, the incentive to play the Nightfall is basically gone, and because the rewards are just, you know, crappy, it makes it even less rewarding.
Yeah.
I know for me, I haven't played Nightfall in, and I only think I did 3 Nightfalls, and then I just stopped. I was like, nope, I'm not doing this. It's not rewarding enough.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting that, and it's difficult to try and, you know, put together a team that's like, nah, man, I'm not going to get anything, you know? And I was like, yeah, I know. And this week's Nightfall is brutal with the Shank, the Saber Strike with Arc Burn, and everything in the room does Arc Burn.
Oh, yeah. That's got
brutal. My gosh. Yeah, you literally...
And with only 2 potential arc weapons with you? That's got it's got to be brutal.
Snipers, definitely.
Yeah.
Or fusion rifles, I've heard. Lightning grenades also worked very well. But I'm excited that they're fixing it. I wouldn't mind if they added the experience buff and didn't change, like, the rewards per se, because I would do it for the experience buff. But if they didn't do that, I want at least armor that is within 10 light levels of your level, or weapons. You know, like, my main Warlock is a 307, and I'm running through it as a 307, and I get a 280 item. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? It's not quite worth to just level ascend it, and I mean, it can be, but only if the roll is good enough.
I think what they should do with the Nightfall is legendary items should drop, like the Cryptarch, should take into account your light level, even if you are above 300. Mm-hmm. I think that will definitely have players more interested in the Nightfall if they don't bring back the experience buff. Also, if the Nightfall continues to reward strange coins, they need to at least double the amount you earn.
Maybe 20 strange coins, I would be okay with that. Yeah. But 10 or 7?
Yeah, that's not good enough. It's got to be like up in the 20s, maybe a little bit higher.
And I've heard of some people getting like 3 of coins.
Yeah, and I've heard that.
That could be good if you're lucky, you know? Like, but if you're not, you're just gonna, there's no way.
Yeah, I'm not so sure the 3 of coins should drop from Nightfall. Like, I just don't, just get it from Xur.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if
drop me an exotic from the Nightfall.
If Nightfall drops, if Nightfall drops like exotics and strange coins, that stuff, the strange coins can be used to buy the 3 of coins from Xur.
Well, all right. So what you're saying is the same argument can be used for, well, strange coins. You can buy weapons from Xur.
Yeah, sure. Just drop just drop the strange coins more often. Increase the rewards for strange coins. If it does drop for you.
Yeah, but I would rather have an exotic from.
Well, yeah, I know that everybody wants their exotic. I'm simply stating that if strange coins are going to be in the pool of rewards, then it needs to be doubled at a minimum. So yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Next
Eververse Trading Company was introduced this week, along with the Iron Banner. We got a lot of fun emotes. We got the Carlton. We got the slow clap. One of my favorites is the sorrow or whatever, where it's just you're just so dramatic and you just land on your knees and you're crying and it's great.
So we got a whole bunch of nice dance moves and come at me, bro, like that.
That's really fun to use as a Titan in a bubble.
I can imagine so.
Speaking of which, I'm going to derail this conversation for a little bit. No backup plans are amazing right now. I have team wiped people with it because I jump into the fray with a shotgun one of them, and with the new no backup plans, it grants you force barrier on shotgun kills. You shotgun one of them, you get your force barrier, you have the increased duration and strength, and you just shotgun each player and like each guardian on the enemy team, and you just like go through them, and then you just do like the come at me bro or something, or you dance, or it is awesome. I have been having a lot of fun with that, and you're invincible in your bubble as well. Like,
yeah, I saw them.
I had my force barrier up, and I have that Mobius shotgun that doesn't expend ammo, and you're warded on with Armor of Light. So I killed someone, gave me force barrier and Armor of Light. A Titan came in and tried to Fist of Havoc me, and it just shot me out of the bubble, and the bubble got destroyed. But he must have hit me before it broke my bubble or something, and so I still had the armor when I got shot out of the bubble from the force, and then my bubble got disappeared. But just surviving the Fist of Havoc like that was amazing.
That sounds cool.
So what were we saying?
Oh no, I was going to say that sounds really cool. Like I saw the perks for the new perks for the no backup plans. I was like, that sounds like something my Titan could use.
Yeah, and they kind of look different too. They look more beefy.
Yeah, they also, I think they toned up the glow effect on them too, because I remember them from year one. They didn't glow as bright as I think they are right now.
Yeah, like they added more hologram looking type things, and it makes it more Titan-y instead of like, because year one it made you look kind of small, Yeah.
But back to emotes. Do you think the price for silver is fair?
It depends. So if you're looking at just the regular player, I think it might be expensive. But if you're a constant player, you know, and you log in every day and you're waiting for the future of Destiny, I think it's a fair price. Because what they said in the update or whatever is that, or what the Otaku or some Kotaku update, they said something that it's going to help pay for future DLCs, and you know, if I'm going to pay $20 and get 300 or 3,000 something silver or 2,000, I can't remember what it is, and buy some emotes so I can taunt my friends with them, I'll do that. I did that today, actually. I went and spent $20 on emotes and got the Carlton and the slow clap. Slow clap's my favorite right now.
Oh, okay. Well,
what about you?
Well, for me, I haven't felt the need to buy any emotes yet. Like, I think as far as the prices go, they seem fair to me. I mean, like, I think I saw something on Reddit that if you add up all the emotes, like the price is silver, it's basically, I think there's like 18 emotes right now. Mm-hmm. But it equals to buying like a game about like $40-$50. But
I think it's $38.
Yeah, something like that. But that's not the point. The point, like my point is, you're probably not really supposed to. I don't think the expectation was for you to buy all of them. The expectation is for you to buy one or two, maybe three, and be satisfied. And I think, you know, if there's any outrage about like, oh, all of them cost a game, that's not the way people should be looking at it. It should be, hey, one or two of these emotes I like, I'll spend, you know, I think it's like what, $5 for like 1,000 or something, and you just buy them, and that's it. Like you'll probably be satisfied with just those, probably for, you know, a few months. And then later down the road, you buy another set, you get more. Like you're not. The expectation is not to buy all of them at once.
Yeah. I see where you're going. That makes a... Yeah, I just think people overthink things sometimes and are trying to get at Bungie when I'm sure this wasn't Bungie's idea. I'm sure Activision had something to do with it, you know, with their history of other games having purchasable cosmetics.
Possibly, but it is a trend that's happening in the video game industry, so it was probably inevitable that we were going to get it. And so the thing now is to have a red line that can't be crossed. And I know some people got angry because they found like the consumable word in like the database somewhere, and, you know, Luke Smith responded like, nope, it's just old code. But yeah, you know, they shouldn't add consumables or weapons. Like we said this before last time. Just I think Bungie knows the hard line that they can't cross, and as long as they know it, I don't think there's any need to be afraid.
I think some
worried about it right now.
I think some consumables would be okay. Like the Draught of Shadows or whatever from Christmas last year, or not Christmas, Halloween.
Yeah.
Which, you know, changed the way you spawned in for 24 hours, you know? I think if they did that, and
I think some people would be mad because they had to pay, because they're like, oh, I got the Halloween thing last time for free, now to buy it. Like, I think some people would be mad. I wouldn't, because I'd be like, hey, let's be all festive for Halloween. I hope they do something for, like, you know, like Christmas and Hanukkah or something. You know, just bring all the holidays in. Why not? I mean,
the Easter Bunny. We should have the Easter Bunny visit the tower.
Yes, we should. There should be like a consumable that puts bunny ears on your head. That I would laugh hysterically all day with bunny ears
and then,
on my head.
And then there should be a bunny.
There
should be a bunny hop emote.
Oh God.
For Halloween they should have a Thriller emote.
They should.
And like everybody like get it with sync, you know, and they're like in the tower just like doing the Thriller. That'd be amazing.
I hope this happens.
I want it to happen.
They better do it. No, now it's official. Now they have to do it. Now that we
they have to do it. Bungie, if you're listening, you probably aren't, but a Thriller emote, that's what we want.
That's what the community needs. If somebody's listening, put this on Reddit. There better be a Thriller emote by Halloween.
Please.
Yes.
If you have to, hire Michael Jackson.
His ghost. Bring back
his ghost. Bring back his ghost.
And a Suwance.
Or like a zombie walk emote.
Yeah. All right, enough about that. Let's move on to some of the changes in, weapon parts like strange coins. We saw that. I was not happy about those changes, and I brought this up in our show notes because I'm not sure why exactly they toned it down.
Okay, so what were the changes to weapon parts?
Overall, they decreased how much you get by dismantling or by earning.
That's why I don't have any.
Well, I think the argument was they were worried that some
people were having too much.
Yes, too much, and I'm like, so what? I'm even though I'm a veteran for this game, I like testing out weapons and seeing how they are at their full potential, which means I spend weapon parts like nobody's business.
Yeah.
So I like doing that, and I don't like the fact that they're just lowering how much you get. If players have 1,000 weapon parts, so be it. I don't think Bungie should be worried about those guys.
Yeah, I remember I had a lot of weapon parts, and then House of Wolves came, and I spent all of my motes and weapon parts on re-rolling shotguns, and then when the Taken King came around, I had about 500, maybe less, and now I don't have any. I am swapping weapon parts between characters, because I'll maybe leave 20 on one character from doing so many strikes, and then I'll be like, crap, I don't have any weapon parts, and I gotta switch them over, and that's those 20 are all I have at the moment, should be able to buy weapon parts.
Yeah, I'm thinking they need to allow us to exchange, have some kind of exchange for weapon parts. It's gotta be in there somewhere. Because this whole lowering the amount of weapon parts we get from just anything, it's I'm not cool with that.
At this rate, with the amount of motes I get, I would spend one mote for 5 weapon parts. Or if you went to the gunsmith and weapon parts, 20 weapon parts cost 1,000 glimmer or 500 glimmer or something. That's kind of a weird transition, but
just make it
something like that. Just allow us to buy weapon parts.
In addition to not lowering the amount of weapon parts we get from dismantling a weapon.
Yeah. The strange coins, so they lowered the amount of strange coins you get? Is that what it was?
I believe, I don't have the Bungie update with me, so I'm not going to talk about strange coins, but
I know that they lowered the amount of motes you get.
Yeah.
No, they lowered it. They lowered all of them because like people were getting like 5 per like faction package or whatever.
Oh,
I guess. So like
I still think
like,
that's fine. Like,
I don't know.
yeah, I don't understand. I just don't understand that. I don't understand the reasoning for it.
Yeah.
I hear them explaining it to me. I'm just like, from a design standpoint, there's really nothing to be worried about.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
So speaking of moats, you need a moat of light. I think to do the twist of fate on your exotic armor. You need a moat of light, some armor materials, glimmer, and a glass needle that you purchase from Zur.
Yeah. Well, it's just called Twist Fate, not Twist the Fate.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's on exotic armor, not weapons. So just to make it clear.
Yeah. So me and some friends had some like thoughts or whatever, and we're like, what? So like, what if you use like, or what if you could use the twist of fate or twist fate on a weapon, and say you used it on truth and got the icebreaker perk. And people are like, what? It's like, yes. And it's like a rocket launcher that can regenerate ammo, just OP. Or a sword that regenerates ammo. Like, we were going through all the weapons trying to find different, we had
don't search because it's not on weapons.
Yeah, don't. None of that actually.
Yes.
Works.
So glass needle you get from Zur, and you can re-roll your exotic armor to have certain perks. Whatever you try to get lucky, and maybe you get more super energy from Millions of Darkness. All the good stuff.
Yeah, and stat rolls too. So if you want an intellect discipline build, or intellect strength build, or discipline strength build, or whatever, you can do that now. You don't have to rely on your Void Fang investments only being the strength, and you can put whatever you want on it, which I think is pretty cool.
Or whatever you get rolled with, as long as you have glass needle and moats and
do you remember the exchange rate for them with Zur? You get 3 of them for, I want to say, 5 strange coins.
I believe that was the price, but I just I don't remember because I just don't feel the need to re-roll my exotic armor. I think most of the time I've gotten pretty good rolls on my exotic armor. I'm pretty happy with it.
I bought 3 of them, just in case. I bought one set or whatever you want to call it. I'm pretty pack. I'm pretty sure it was 5 strange coins for 3 of them.
All right.
But I like the idea. I think that people who are trying to go for the specific builds can do that now, which I think is good.
Yeah, well, this is for, the experienced players, because we love to min-max our builds for our characters.
Having 25-second grenade cooldown is amazing.
It is. It is.
Especially in Mayhem. I was doing Mayhem, and I was doing the Warlock Voidwalker quest for PvP. You needed grenade guardian kills. Mm-hmm. And I had nothing manacles with scatter grenade. And, I'd throw one, and then I'd throw another, and I'd throw another, and I'd
oh, nice.
Because it just like recharges, as you're throwing the next one. So you pretty much had constant grenades. I was loving it, and it was so fun.
On that note, I actually completed my Voidwalker side quest, so I got that emblem. Now I'm on to the Sunsinger one. Yeah.
Nice.
The next part, I think the next part you have to do is Nova Bomb kills.
Yeah, Nova Bomb multi-kills.
Yeah.
That's what I'm on right now.
It took me a little bit, but not that hard.
I'd imagine it wouldn't be too hard in Control or Mayhem Clash or something, but that's done around.
So that, and then now I'm like, okay, I gotta do this for all of my characters to get all those emblems.
I know. I don't know about that.
It's gonna be a long train.
I remember the week before, the Taken King came out when we had that Crucible, like the Taken King was downloaded and everything, and everybody was like doing the Crucible events.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and there was the Voidwalker quests or whatever, the class-specific quests, and you had to make 7 orbs 3 times in the same strike or whatever.
Oh yeah.
In one use.
Yeah,
and
basically everybody did the Undying Mind, and the majors and like the second portion of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I went into the Nightfall because it was Voidburn.
Oh,
and
okay.
At the time it was the Fogoth. Fogoth was the Nightfall, and it was Voidburn. And if you got 2 majors together, and I Nova bombed them with Light Beyond Nemesis, it gave me 7. So
it was so much easier on Undying Mind. All those majors just come at you, and you just like, all right, make sure my super's up. You get them, rinse and repeat, and then you're done. I did it fairly quickly.
Well, good for you. I wish you would have told me.
You should have been playing with me.
I did play with you for a little bit, but you didn't tell me, so
Oops.
It's all on you.
Oopsie. Oh, your cat, and your cat's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Carl says hi. So, are we ready to transition? Do you have any more to talk about?
I think we're good. I mean, Iron Banner. Like, there's some few thoughts on Iron Banner. Like, I think the class items, except for the Warlock, are so ugly. And, like, I know everybody thought the Hunter Cloak was gonna look awesome. I don't see the appeal. Like, I don't want that on my Hunter. Like,
I don't really like the Warlock Bond.
Oh, I think it was awesome. The flaming green wolf symbol. Oh, I'm just like, yes, I'm pumped.
I think it would have been cool if it was like I don't really want any holograms anymore. I was thinking like maybe a cloth, like fur from a wolf or something, like wrapped around your arm, and like some of it dangled kind of, so you had like the cape kind of effect where it moves with the wind or whatever direction you're moving. I don't really know what that's called. Gravity, momentum.
It's just a cloth effect in the game.
Yeah, like just like kind of hanging off of it or whatever. Like I want something. I don't know. And the wolf is cool except for the green part of the cloak. I think it would be really cool if it would have been, like all fur, like all wolf fur.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
So it'd be like a Game of Thrones type of thing or something,
It probably would have been a memory hog, but it would have looked very...
The Titans, I'm not too upset about. I think it looks cool. It's very Titan-ish. But
yeah, most of the sashes or marks, what they call it, like on Titans, I just wish there are a few Titan class items that don't just wrap around, don't just hang on one leg. They sort of wrap around the back and then your leg. I like those.
Yeah,
it's like it's like a half kilt kind of thing.
Like the.
I think the one from Eris kind of does that.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
The one from Vault of Glass kind of did that.
Well, it was
but
like,
it wasn't.
It
It wasn't it was in strips. The Kuroda one did that.
Yep. I believe the Skull Lost one did that as well.
It was half and half. It was strips and solid.
Yeah.
In parts.
Yeah, like I like those kind of class items for my Titan.
Yeah.
And for my Hunter, I like I like the long capes. But right now, my Hunter's wearing the exotic Dead Orbit one. It looks cool.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks cool, but I wish it was longer. Like the other two factions, I think you do get a longer cloak, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I haven't looked those up.
Yeah, but like it's not fair. I want a long Dead Orbit cloak for my Hunter. It's not. Yeah. Yeah. What can you do?
I like the Dead Orbit cloak. There are times where I like the half cloak, and there are times where I like the long cloak. I like the long cloak on male hunters, and I like the half cloak on female hunters. Because I feel like, I don't know, with the half cloaks, you're more nimble. It just gives me the impression, I guess, like as a hunter. And I don't know, that's what I think.
Gives you that appearance of like
Robin.
Yeah.
Like Robin from, Batman, and Batman's kind of like the brute, more like, and then Robin's the acrobat. But
I just like long flowing capes because when you run around in a circle, it's awesome. The cape spreads out a little bit.
Yeah.
And you feel like a superhero when you have a long cape. Like you jump in the air, the cape flows, and when you're on your sparrow, you kind of like dangles and flies in the wind a little bit.
Yeah,
you can't go wrong with long capes.
I wish Titans had capes, because then they'd be like knights, like.
Oh, kind of like old-fashioned Templars.
Yeah. And I wish Warlocks didn't have the bond. I wish their coat was their class armor, and the chest piece armor would just be like a pauldron type thing over the chest, and then the coat, would just, you could change your coats out. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So like,
sort of.
I'm trying to think of an armor piece. The PlayStation exclusive armor for year 1. Do you know what I'm talking about for the Warlock? It was rare. It's trying to remember what it's called. I can't remember, but it has like this armor piece over the chest, and then the cloak. And if you could just pick the armor piece for the Warlock as the chest piece armor, and then the cloak was the class item, like the coat, I think that'd be really cool, because I love the Voidfang Vestments cloak or coat. I love it, and I always want to wear it, but I don't always want to be a Voidwalker. I know that you can use it in Crucible, flip-flop, with the recharging grenades and everything, but
what they should really do is transmog. Is basically having the same items in your inventory, but they look like what you want them to.
Yeah,
they have this in WoW, and like some other MMOs.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Transmog, it's a good thing.
I don't know about you, but
yeah, we're almost we're almost at an hour.
Almost at an hour.
Any last minute thoughts before we close out?
Not really. Actually, I do. Whoever's listening and whoever still cares about experience, I have a Red Bull code for you guys. So
Sweet.
If you're listening, first one to get this gets it.
That will make you listen to our podcast.
Yeah, I know. 43CNX7 733. I'm going to repeat it. 43 C as in cat, 7, or N as in knob. X733. So 43CN X733.
Okay.
So I think we're going to sign out. Thanks for listening. We appreciate your support, and I think we hit. How many views did we have on our first podcast? Do you know? I think we hit 30, didn't we?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Got a few people listening, taking a look.
Yeah. So we appreciate that a lot.
Well,
we're doing. We're doing this. Go on.
No, I was going to say what we would like. If anybody's listening, what we would like for you guys to do is post a comment. Give your opinion, give your feedback, because it is helpful. We're also on iTunes, and if you could make a comment there and rate us 5 stars if you'd like. I hope we entertain you. But just post a comment, let us know you're there, so that we can kind of know what you like and what you don't like. So that if you have make it better.
And if you have any questions you want us to talk about, you can tweet at me or Kays. I think you have a Twitter, don't you? Or no?
Well, if we're going to do social media, my Twitter is at Kays369. That's KAZ369. My YouTube...
KAZE.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wow. I repeat that. At Kays, KAZE369 on my Twitter. My YouTube is Kays Plays Games. Dark, what's your social media stuff?
So my Twitter is Graham Kapow. It's Graham as in Graham Cracker, and Kapow as in Kapow right in the kisser, or Pow right in Kapow. My YouTube is G as in Graham Chambers. If you guys have any questions or topics you want us to talk about, just send us a tweet, or you can comment on the YouTube video, and we'll talk about whatever you want us to talk about, and it'll be a blast.
Yeah, and also we're looking for guests too.
Yeah, we need guests, average people or people that anyone can. If you play Destiny 3 days a week and you don't know much about it, but you want to be on the podcast, you can. If you play every day, 24 hours, you can play. Or you can join up. If you run a YouTube account, you can, whatever. We're accepting anyone.
Yeah. There are no requirements for being a guest on our show.
Yeah.
As long as
what he said.
Hey, as long as you're a cool person that we can talk to, and if you're willing to give your opinion, then give us a buzz, and we'll have a little chat. Maybe you'll be on next week.
Yeah. So.
That's it for our show.
I think. Yeah, that's it. So. Have a good week. Look forward to the King's Fall hard raid, and finish up your Iron Banner stuff, and have a good night.
And Trials will return. All right, yep. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Bye now.